Hi, welcome to the Geocache Workshop Homestead here in Stockton Springs, Maine. I'm R. Hindy, and today I want to talk to you about boxes. I've got lots of boxes around the house, and they may contain some valuable things. They may be puzzle boxes, they may be ring boxes, they may be other kinds of boxes. But we always make assumptions about boxes that we see as human beings because we assume that they're going to open up. We assume that they're going to open up in certain ways. This one has a lid that's going to open like that. This one may be a little more complicated because it's a Chinese puzzle box and it's going to take some things to open, but I'll bet you've seen one of these and you have a pretty good idea about how they open. What I want to talk to you about today is this puzzle box right here that I'm putting up in the Penobscot Bay Geocache series, and its name is going to be the Magic Box. Magic in the sense of people doing card tricks or making the lovely assistant disappear on stage. Misdirection. Having you look over here when actually the magic is happening over here. So let's go back in time and see how we made this thing. Hi there, this is R. Hindy coming to you from the Geocache Workshop here in Stockton Springs, Maine. It's the middle of July, it's a hot night, and I'm working on a puzzle box. This puzzle box is going out in the Penobscot Bay series. It's of my own design. I think it's going to be pretty good when I get finished with it, but I wanted you to see how we build this thing so that you can go build one for yourself. It's really going to be very easy to build. And this is how we do it. First of all, build yourself a box. Okay? This is a very simple little box. You can see it's got butt joints here and a little drawer type bottom. And that's really all there is to it. When you put it together, you'll see the slots here that are going to receive the little lid that closes it. Okay? And here in the bottom, you remember those latches I use for everything else to close things with? I put this little latch down the end. I haven't cemented this in yet. That's because it's going to adjust for length, and we'll cement that in later. Little bit of sanding and finish work to do on this just to make it nice and pretty and operate smoothly. But that's it, and then I'm going to cover the inside with some red felt. So when you have this box finished, you're going to build another box that goes right around it like this, and it should be a pretty snug fit. Now right now I'd say that's almost too snug. Well, it is too snug, but I'm going to be sanding on this and finishing it out, and when it gets finished it'll be a lot smoother operation than that. Let's talk about the latch mechanism next. As you can see, I've got the little latch on the end that I use for all kinds of geocaches. It's a little plastic thing that you get at the store, which is for the baby lock. Get them in the child care section, because this is the little lock that goes on the cabinet door to keep toddlers from getting into your kitchen soaps and Clorox and stuff under the sink. Okay, cut off the little end of it and then cut some slots and it goes right in there. You can adjust this, and we're going to adjust it later to get our latch to operate smoothly. What that's going to hook up to is back up inside of here, inside the box. Hard to see right there, so let me show it to you in a different way. That's where you can see it. Down there inside the box, you can see what amounts to a bar. I'm going to take a look at that later a little closer for you, but I want you to see how it operates. This is what it looks like when it's upright. And when you turn it upside down, it falls down. You turn it right side up again, and it returns to its original position. Now all you got to do is make the latch work on that. So let me show you how that works. So this is another one of those latches like you see at Home Depot or Lowe's. They don't cost hardly anything for a package of 20. And they've got a nice little barbed end here, so that if you come in here and hook this wire like that, it keeps the door from opening. Then all you got to do is retract this up here away from where the latch comes in and out. Okay? And it'll keep the door from pulling out because it catches on that wire. And that's why the wire doesn't go all the way down flush with the floor of it. You have to hold it up a little bit because this is going to slip underneath and push it up as you close it. Okay? Otherwise it would hit here and you wouldn't be able to the user wouldn't be able to just shut the door and have this click and fall into place. I'll show you how that works in just a second. Okay, so here's the box with the drawer in it, and it's cut for length now. You can see the drawer sticks out from the box a little bit. And there's a bit of a spring in there now, so that even if you turn it upside down, it doesn't come out unless you push it. Listen. Did you hear that? You hear it release. And then when you push it back in to close it, push until you hear the noise, and now it's locked. Okay? Okay, so there's one more thing we need to talk about here before we call it quits, and that is a design consideration I made about the door on the end and the spring tension that you have to push against to get it to open. I made it pretty darn stiff, and here's why. During normal handling, if the user of this box turns around and sees a panel move inadvertently, they're instantly going to know where the door is, and it's a dead giveaway. So I made the panel pretty darn stiff. You'll probably loosen up a little bit with usage, but for now it's pretty stiff. And that's why. It's done on purpose. Probably going to be some people complain about that, but that's why, because I don't want it to be an easy giveaway. You got to find this the hard way. Here's how I open it. All the padlocks are intact. Turn it upside down. Hold it to my chest. Squeeze with my fingers, and listen what happens when I squeeze. Did you hear that? That's when it came unlatched inside. Now it opens, okay? To close it, do the same thing. I hold it right side up and squeeze and listen. Hear it? Now it's latched.